What I feel is key is really having analysts that not only have the technical capabilities, but also have experience within those departments. So some of my best analysts have been folks who maybe were once recruiters themselves or were business partners themselves and moved into the analytics field. And, it's not a requirement, but it's really helpful to understand the ins and outs of the business because you're able to translate your findings in a way that's really understood deeply, right? Not only that, but ensuring that you're delivering just the key points, right? So any large insight that I do, you should be able to boil it down, your findings into 3 to 5 bullet points max. As a summary area. And so ensuring that understanding the business, understanding really, the problems, so spending time really investigating what the issues are, investigating what the assumptions are, and really spending that time to present to the requester and or leadership as needed. I think that's critical. I also like to do ongoing trainings with leadership or with other members of the HR team that really focus on people analytics. So I like to chunk it into bite-sized little training. So maybe focusing on attrition. What's attrition rate? How do we calculate it? Why is this critical for the business? How are other teams across the organization calculating? Because we all know there are 1,000 ways to calculate the same thing. But on that note, also something that I find really, really critical is creating really a data dictionary, right? So an accessible data dictionary that not only defines the metrics and how they're being calculated, but also explains why, right? The why behind the calculation, and ensuring that all teams understand that maybe HR calculates attrition this way, but finance has a different way of calculating attrition. So doing a side-by-side comparison, if I'm building a dashboard myself, and if possible, maybe allowing folks to toggle between the two or having 2 side-by-side views, I find to be really helpful, especially for leadership who maybe gets, anywhere from 2 to 5 different rates calculated different ways from different teams. So that can be really frustrating for leadership. So really creating a self-service tool or delivering a QBR in a manner that shows both side by side and clearly explains the differences, I find to be key. So transparency, whenever possible, full transparency.